Today I'm going to talk to you about why you should ignore some of your children's annoying behaviors. How do I know that your children do annoying things sometimes? Because I have children and they can be really annoying sometimes. Sometimes they like to do hilarious farts at the dinner table. Sometimes they talk in funny voices in the car. Sometimes they are just trotting on what feels like my last nerve. But it's a trap to feel like you need to manage every hilarious burp or fart or weird thing that they're getting into. Here's an example. My younger boy decided that he needed to go and sleep in the guest room every night after getting in his own bed. We weren't thrilled with this because he'd mess up all the sheets in the guest room. But my older son really got upset about this because he just sort of felt like it wasn't right, that somehow his kid brother was getting away with something. Before I tell you why, I want to tell you how to decide what to ignore versus what to deal with. So, behaviors that you can ignore, first of all, they can't harm others. If my younger son was getting up in the middle of the night and started punching my older son, then we'd have to do something about that. The second criteria is that it doesn't harm the child. If my younger son was getting up in the middle of the night and eating 5 candy bars every night, and then not eating healthy food during the day, that would be an example of a behavior we would need to deal with. So here are 3 good reasons to ignore your children's annoying behaviors. 1, sometimes it's better to be kind than right. And this was a hard lesson for me to learn, and when I'm trying to teach my older boy, who's a lot like me. The fact is, sometimes it can almost feel like a game where you have to always have the upper hand. If you don't ever let anything slide, you're not a particularly fun person to be around, and it can also just be exhausting for you as well. It's funny, in my high school yearbook quote was, "It takes strength to be gentle and kind," from the Smiths, my favorite band. And yet, I can really be a know-it-all, and sometimes I still can be, as my wife will tell you. But I'm really working on this. The second reason is that you save your energy and focus for the things that matter. Again, you can't fix or manage every behavior that your child does, both because it's exhausting and because your kids are going to start tuning you out. If you are literally criticizing the way they put their socks on in the morning, the order in which they brush their teeth or wash their face at night, they're going to stop listening to you. And the third thing, and I talk a lot about this in my book, is that calling out annoying behaviors can actually reinforce them. Why is this? Your children want attention from you. And the more attention you give, even if it's negative attention, meaning if you're criticizing them, they're going to keep doing this. So if we look at the psychology of habit, my boy would get into bed, go into the guest room, and immediately get comfortable and fall asleep, and also got to enjoy the sweet, sweet reward of listening to his older brother whine and complain about this. I think about when I was living with my parents and my younger brother, he would just, here's the habit loop for him, he would exist, and then I would tease him, and he would freak out, which was enjoyable to me. Let's be honest here, older siblings unite. That would reinforce this behavior. If he'd ignored him, I would have been a lot less likely to tease him. So those are 3 reasons why you should ignore your kids' annoying behaviors. I've written about this more extensively on my website. It includes a hilarious photo of me as a high school senior and some habit loop diagrams explaining what we're talking about. So anyway, go check it out, drcraigcanaperry.com. Thanks for your attention.